Hello, what's happening, people? It's me again. I'm back. I'm Exegetist, or you may know me as Jay. Many of you know me as Jay. Welcome to my video blogs, Get Your Mind Open, where I seek to do just that, to get your mind open. And this is part 2 of freedom. I did part 1, and I hope you watched it. And I was saying in part 1 that I believe freedom is enjoying life. And you can only really enjoy life when you are safe, when there are certain boundaries that help to protect you and keep you safe. That's the way you enjoy life, and I believe that's freedom. But I want to put a second definition, or my personal definition, on freedom. And that is the ability to make a choice. Being able to make a choice is freedom. I can choose to do this, I can choose to do that. I can choose to go this way, or I can choose to go that way. That is freedom, being able to make that choice. But I believe it's one step further than that. I believe it's being able to make a good choice, because hopefully we want to do good things, and hopefully we want to make good choices. We should be choosing to do good things rather than bad things. We should be choosing to love people rather than to hate people. We can choose to stay with someone when we've committed to them in marriage or so on. We can choose to love someone, especially in marriage, especially in relationships. You want to love someone unconditionally, and you have to choose to do that. Some people think love is a feeling, and there often is a feeling attached to it. But however, there's times when you've got to overlook certain wrongs, or you've got to overlook certain things, or there may be things that they do that kind of wind you up or get on your nerves. And trying to be understanding about why that may be. They may be insecure, they may have suffered rejection, they may have gone through stuff, whatever. That is something you may have to overlook or be understanding about. And that's love, okay? It's not always picking on the little faults of somebody. And you have to choose to do that. That's love, okay? And that's a choice, and that's freedom, being able to make that choice. That's kind of my definition, really. But I just want to add something very quickly. I was having a conversation with one of my colleagues, and we were talking about the reoccurring issue of God and so on. And he doesn't really believe in God. I do, if you don't know that. And in fact, I love God furthermore, and I follow him, so that's for you. But anyway, he was just saying about how if God is so powerful and so mighty and so sovereign, why is evil things allowed to happen? Or why doesn't he stop evil things from happening? But if you look at this definition, freedom, the ability to make a choice, good or evil, okay? And God's given us that ability to have freedom. And it's up to us to make the good choices. It's up to us to make good decisions. We have to understand that our decisions have an impact and they have an effect. If I make a bad decision, it will have an effect. If I choose a good decision, it will have an effect, hopefully a good one, okay? And God doesn't just, as I was saying to him, God doesn't just zap us from heaven with a thunderbolt when we are about to do something wrong, okay? That would be then taking away freedom from us. We are allowed to have freedom, but with that freedom comes responsibility. He's given us freedom, but we then have to understand that there's a consequence after that. We are responsible for our decisions, and we are responsible, well, I was going to say we're responsible for our consequences, not quite, but they will come due to what we have done, okay? There will be consequences for the decisions that we make, okay? And make no bones about it, when we sin and we do things wrong, there will be consequences. And sin tends to ripple out. But we choose to be greedy, we choose to be selfish, we choose to hate, we choose to want to kill somebody. We choose how long we can be angry for, okay? Anger is a feeling that's natural. We get angry when something not good happens to us, right? It's a natural feeling, but we choose how long we can hold that for. We choose these things, okay? And we have to understand that that's the freedom that we've been given. We want to be free, well, you've got it. You've got your freedom, but remember, with that freedom, you've got to make good choices. With God, even, he says you can choose between life and death, okay? Now, it makes sense that you should choose life. Why would you want to choose death, okay? And with that, he's talking about an eternal soul, our eternal soul, life or death. Not just talking about dying right now, but the eternity of our life. we can choose it, okay? And he's done certain things for us, God, sending his son Jesus to die on the cross and so on, so that we can make a good choice, life, okay? So it's up to you what you choose. I could go into other issues here, but I want to just keep it basic and simple on this term freedom. So please, people, make good choices, man. It's your freedom. That's what you've been given, but there's responsibility for that. Stay blessed, get your mind open, and tune into more video blogs that I do. Stay blessed. You know how we do.